Welcome to final BSc Statistics students. In paper 6 in unit 2, today we discuss lesson 5. Lesson 5 is control chart for number of defectives. D chart or NP chart. Control chart for number of defectives, D chart or NP chart. So, in which we consider some of the points first. Let us consider D is number of defectives. N is sample size, which means out of n units, D is the number of defectives, number of defectives obtained out of sample size n. And obviously we have learned in the control chart for fraction defective the distribution of D. D follows a binomial distribution with the parameter n and capital P, in which n is sample size, capital P is population proportion. So D follows binomial distribution. Therefore, I write the values expectation of D. Expectation of D is equal to mean value of D, n into capital P, and variance of D is equal to n into PQ is equal to NP into 1 minus P, capital P. So these are the two values, expectation of D and variance of D, for which you have to calculate one more value to calculate 3 sigma limits. Standard error of D, which is standard deviation, square root of variance of D is going to be calculated by square root of n into capital P into 1 minus capital P. So this is standard error of D, right? So now what are the 3 sigma control limits? 3 sigma control limits for D chart. 3 sigma control limits for D chart, which are calculated by expectation of D plus or minus 3 into standard error of D. So in which we write the values, we substitute the values. Expectation of D is n into capital P plus or minus 3 into standard error of D is equal to n into capital P into 1 minus P, square root of NP into 1 minus P. So NP plus or minus 3 into square root of NP into 1 minus P. This is the formula for 3 sigma control limits of D chart. So now we have to observe the cases. Case 1. What is case 1? If standards are known. In such a case, let us consider P dash is a specified value of capital P, in which P is known, that is capital P is known. P dash is a specified value of P, that is equal to simply capital P is equal to capital P dash. And now what we have to calculate 3 sigma control limits. So what are 3 sigma control limits? NP 3 sigma control limits are NP plus or minus 3 into square root of NP into 1 minus P, which are the 3 sigma control limits for D chart. Now we have to write all the three values. Now we have to write all the three values. 3 sigma control limits are only UCL and LCL. First I specify UCL and LCL. UCL of D or NP, you can write UCL of NP, okay, which means which can be calculated by NP plus a specified value NP dash plus 3 into square root of NP dash into 1 minus P dash into 1 minus P dash, that is I specify here as well, is equal to NP dash plus or minus 3 into square root of NP dash into 1 minus P dash, since it is a specified value. I repeat again, you see the 3 sigma control limits in the case where if the standards are known, the 3 sigma control limits for D chart are calculated by NP plus or minus 3 into square root of NP into 1 minus P. For a specified value of P with P dash, which is NP dash plus or minus 3 into square root of NP dash into 1 minus P dash. Okay. Now you consider these control 3 sigma control limits. The UCL of D, you can write as UCL of NP as well, which is NP dash into, now you see with plus sign and minus sign, NP dash plus 3 into square root of NP dash into 1 minus P dash. Now LCL of D or NP is equivalent to be NP dash minus 3 into square root of NP dash into 1 minus P dash, NP dash into 1 minus P dash. Okay. Now we have to, these are the 3 sigma control limits. Now we have to calculate central line, CL of D. What is CL of D? The formula is expectation of D. It is equal to NP, which means here NP dash. That is simply this. I am specifying again and again. This is a simple particular kind of consideration. NP dash. CL of D is equal to NP dash. UCL of D is equal to UCL of D is equal to NP dash plus 3 into square root of NP dash into 1 minus P dash. LCL of D is equal to NP dash minus 3 into square root of NP dash into 1 minus P dash. CL of D is equal to NP dash. These are the control limits and central line. Control limits and central line. In a case where standards are specified, standards are given. Now come and consider case 2. Case 2 is nothing but if standards are not given, standards are not given, in which we have to estimate capital P with small p bar. The entire discussion was done. We have discussed this estimation part in the previous control chart for fraction defective. In detail I have explained that in both the cases whether n varies or not varies, that is whether n is same for all samples or n is not same, that is different from one sample to another sample as well, that is n1, n2 and so on and k. In both the cases we have proved that expectation of small p bar is equal to capital P. Therefore P is estimated by, that is P cron is equal to small p bar, that is P bar is an unbiased estimator of capital P. Therefore P P can be estimated with small p bar. That is the result of estimation. So therefore, by considering this, now I start the 3 sigma control limits. What are the 3 sigma control limits? Control limits of D chart now. Of D chart, which are, I write the formula again. We have calculated NP plus or minus 3 into square root of NP into 1 minus P, which are all capital letters. You recollect the formula here. This is NP plus or minus 3 into square root of NP into 1 minus P. Or else, you consider very first formula we have calculated, expectation of D plus or minus 3 into standard error of D. NP plus or minus 3 into square root of NP into 1 minus P. This is what the formula we have derived. So, I am considering the same formula here. So, which is equivalent to B. Now, finalize this particular formula and then you calculate UCL and LCL. So, how to replace the formula? P is not known. So, therefore, you have to write NP cron plus or minus, which is going to be estimated. N into P cron into 1 minus P cron estimation. So, now you simply substitute the value. P cron is small p bar plus or minus 3 into square root of N into small p bar into 1 minus small p bar. Now, it is simple to construct the values, that is write the values, simple to write the values. UCL of D or NP is going to be considered as calculated as with plus sign NP bar plus 3 into square root of NP bar into 1 minus P bar, small p bar. We know the formula, summation Pi by K or summation Di by summation Ni. So, is equivalent, well, this is the first formula. And then LCL of D, and then LCL of D, NP bar minus 3 into square root of NP bar into 1 minus P bar with plus sign UCL, with minus sign LCL. There are two control limits in which you have, right? UCL and LCL. These are UCL and LCL control limits, 3 sigma control limits. Now, central line, and then CL of D is equal to, I am writing directly NP bar. Writing directly NP bar. Expectation of D is equal to NP. Expectation of D is equal to NP, capital P, and it is going to be estimated capital P cron. Now it is NP bar. That's what, this is the procedure, NP bar. So it is NP bar. So CL of D is equal to, therefore CL of D is equal to NP bar. What are UCL and LCL? UCL of D is equal to NP bar plus 3 into square root of NP bar into 1 minus P bar. And what is LCL of D is equal to? LCL of D? LCL of D is equal to NP bar minus 3 into square root of NP bar into 1 minus P bar. And where CL of D is equal to NP bar. So, hope you understand, the construction is same. I am not explaining, construction is same. Okay, we go for one kind of explanation, some kind of explanation. Why do we leave? On x-axis, what you have to consider? Sample number. That's right, sample number. Sample number. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And on y-axis, what you have to consider? The values of D. The values of D or Di generally, right? Di. It varies from one sample to another sample. Alright? Now, we have to calculate CL, UCL and LCL. And CL is going to be drawn. CL is going to be drawn as bold horizontal line. And LCL is to be drawn as dotted horizontal line, and UCL also to be drawn as dotted horizontal line. UCL and LCL are to be drawn as dotted horizontal lines, and CL is to be drawn as bold horizontal line at the computed values, at the respective computed values. After that you have to plot the points. For example, this is one particular point, di value corresponding to the sample number 1. For sample 2, this is the di value. For sample 3, this is the di value. For sample 4, this is the di value. For sample 5, this is the di value, etc. You can consider. And then you have to join all the points in the chart. Obviously, now you see I have drawn a different control chart. This control chart is nothing but D chart or NP chart. D chart or NP chart. Now you see this specification. In this specification, if you observe the control chart, one point fall above UCL. Okay, we discuss. This is the construction of D chart. The construction of D chart, we have to consider sample number on x-axis, the values of di, that is number of defectives on y-axis, and then we have to whatever computed values, we have to take the computed values CL, UCL and LCL. CL is going to be drawn at respective as a bold horizontal line, and LCL and UCL are going to be plotted as dotted horizontal lines. And then you have to take one by one after another the points, di values. Sample points means di values. For sample 1, you have to plot at the respective value. Sample 2, you have to plot another respective value at another respective value. Sample 3, di value is to be plotted at respective value, computed value. And fourth, similarly fifth, etc. You have to plot all di values. So you know all the graph, how to draw the graph. So point. So that is D chart, and by joining all these points you will get D chart. Okay, fine. Now come to the part of interpretation. In the part of interpretation, if all the sample points fall within the control limits, that is between UCL and LCL, between these two lines, dotted lines, then we say the process is under statistically quality control. Then we give a conclusion that the process is under statistically quality control. For example, if any of the point fall outside the control limits, you see this is the example I have given, that this point is not under, that is between the control limits UCL and LCL, between these lines. This is outside the control limits, above UCL. Therefore, the process is out of statistical quality control. This is the chart which represents, this is a chart, this is a D chart which represents the process is out of statistically quality control. And one more important point, that is if LCL is negative, if LCL is negative of D is negative, then we have to consider as 0. Then we have to consider as 0 approximately. It is 0. You have to consider as 0, and you have to draw the LCL at x-axis. That is in this particular line. You have to plot as dotted lines. This is now, then this is the LCL. LCL becomes 0. Whenever it is negative, we have to consider 0. We have to consider 0. Hope you understand. This is the construction of D chart, the control chart for fraction defective, control chart for number of defectives, not fraction defective, control chart for number of defectives, D chart, or it is also known as NP chart. Kindly read all the points very carefully. Thank you.